Welcome back into the Enrichment Sports Source. We're joined by Mark Pankratz, who played for Bruce Pearl, served on the staff under Bruce Pearl, served on the staff of Cuonzo Martin. Thanks for being back with us. We look forward to having you throughout basketball season.
Thanks for having me.
Wanted to take a look at what Tennessee has accomplished today. We've got their schedule here, what they've done. The loss at Xavier to open the season. Then you beat Upstate, beat Citadel, Tennessee State. The UTEP loss ticked a lot of people off again. Had no business losing to a team record-wise, but it is college basketball, which it's an unpredictable sport. Come back, reverse the Xavier loss with a bigger win, and then blow out Wake Forest yesterday. But Wake Forest, Mark, where are they picked in the ACC this year?
I think they're picked 13th.
Out of 14. So Tennessee should have won that one. Your thoughts on the UTEP game, first of all. Could that just be handed off to, here's Tim Floyd, who's coached in the NBA and college ranks for 25 years, versus a guy who's, 6th, 7th years as a head coach. Was that mainly coaching matchup?
Well, I think it was a lot of what they did. The triangle, too, is a defense that teams don't prepare for. It's why teams have success. A pressing team might have success more often because 9 times out of 10 when the team's getting ready, they're not getting ready for a press. So we didn't shoot the ball well. I mean, you can say all you want about coaching X's and O's and all that stuff. It's not about the X's and O's, it's about the Jimmies and Joes. And if our guys don't make shots, we're going to struggle.
Well, let me ask you this. Is this team going to struggle then? Because I don't know that you're automatically going to develop overnight into great shooters. Do you feel this? What is the upside for this team? What is the ceiling, in your opinion, right now for this squad? I mean, they've got 2 losses already, which is not the best way to build an RPI. And when folks are already on Cuonzo Martin's back, it's not the best way to get them off the back. What's the upside? Because I think a lot of people went into this season saying, okay, now they'll look better on offense, and they're still kind of up and down. Is that just basketball, or is that this team?
Well, I think, first of all, we're still going to make the NCAA tournament. I still truly believe that. We have some good teams left on our non-conference schedule at Wichita State, which is going to be very tough. Virginia and NC State at home, two games that we have to get. But as far as the ups and the downs of offensive, who would have thought that in our losses, Jerron and Jarnell would be shooting 35%? I mean, they're shooting bunnies. They're just missing them right now.
Right.
The game against UTEP, they play triangle and 2 and force other guys to shoot perimeter jump shots, and we shoot 20% from 3. So our butter is going to be bread going through Jordan McRae, and he struggled a little bit in the tournament. But if we continue to attack the basket, push tempo, and then we can go another show about talking about defensively, but we're going to be right there come March Madness time.
All right, one last question then. Let's let you go on defense. We don't have a whole show. You get about 60 seconds. Your thoughts so far? I mean, Cuonzo Martin came out after the UTEP game talking about the defense. A lot of fans out there were saying, defense, you scored 20 points and a half again.
Yeah.
Defense is the mantra. Is this team where it should be defensively, or do you think it's going to improve?
Well, if you look at the stats from a field goal percentage, teams are shooting 50% against us in our losses. And a lot of that also, you can tell players all the time, don't let your offense affect your defense.
Right. Yeah.
That ain't happening.
Yeah.
If guys aren't making jump shots or making their layups down at the other end, their defense is going to be effective. The things that we continue to do, and Coach started doing it some in the tournament, adding some 2-2-1 pressure, mixing it up a little bit, because just like we saw against UTEP, if you're preparing for the same thing every game in, game out, preparing for a man defense, it's easier to prepare. But if you can switch some things up, throw different looks at them, all of a sudden it changes the flow of the game.
Okay. Mark, I appreciate it. Mark Pankratz going to be a basketball analyst with us. I know you're going to be doing some stuff with Mr. Himes on 990 as well. Folks will be getting plenty of Pankratz vision and Pankratz audio. Appreciate you being here. We'll see you back in a couple of weeks as we really start to gear up toward basketball season. Thanks,
All right.
Mark. All right. When we come back, Shazan, Bob, Jimmy, it's the lightning round. We're going to talk about our East Tennessee high school football players getting better. You're seeing a lot of these SEC guys. You're seeing a lot of East Tennessee guys on SEC rosters right now. We'll talk about the Auburn-Alabama game. Should Tennessee have been happy with the Auburn win or upset about that? We'll explain. Come on back.